Well, did you know that being an organ donor could help save up to 8 lives? Pretty incredible, right? Well, this morning we are here to help you make the decision if you're on the fence about becoming a donor. We are live with Life Connection of Ohio for the 13th annual Donate Life Green Chair Sit-In. And right now in the green chair is Bill Albert. He is a Life Connections volunteer, but also an organ recipient. And Bill, a little bit about your story. This was years before July 2010 when you got your transplant. What was life like before you got your liver? It was rough, wasn't it?
Well, it was most definitely rough because what it was is I was diagnosed with PBC, primary biliary cirrhosis, which is now called cholangitis because the stigma with the word cirrhosis. In my late 40s, and for 22 years, there's no cure for it.
Right.
And for 22 years, I endured symptoms. You would acquire a symptom and it would stay. Another insidious symptom would acquire. Finally, I wound up on oxygen. For me to walk 20, 30 feet with an oxygen tank, I then would have to sit down for 15 minutes to catch my breath.
That's no way to live, is it?
No, it was not a way to live, and there was no cure for it. And as the disease progresses, you are given a MELD score that determines the degree of severity.
Right.
At that time, 21 was the cutoff number. And since then, I heard other MELD scores higher than that, but 21 was the cutoff score that they wouldn't even operate on me. Well, when I was finally put on the list, I says, well, what am I? He says, you're 19.
Oh, wow.
And when I finally I got called 4 times for the operation, and 3 times for whatever reason they were unacceptable or whatever. I was at 20 when I got my thing. Within 72 hours after the operation, every symptom that I had had for 22 years vanished.
And Bill, before we go, I want to show us a couple pictures here.
Yes.
You put a garden in at your home in Waterville, and you dedicated it to your donor, which is just incredible.
Yes.
What does that mean to you, knowing that their sacrifice to you lives on?
Well, in my garden, I built a memorial. It's the first thing I see in the morning when I open up my drapes, and the last thing at night when I close the drapes. And it is my daily reminder of the great gift that I received from an individual whom I did not know.
It's incredible. And you grow bananas in that garden, which I wouldn't think you could do in Northwest Ohio.
Well, it's an unusual garden, but the fact is the garden itself is a memorial along with the memorial of the thing. And this is on the memorial.
That's on the memorial itself in memory of my blessed donor. You wouldn't be here without your donor. So Bill, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Go to lifeconnection.org to find out how you can become a donor. Also on WTOL 11, we have all kinds of information on that. Bill is a living example of the difference you can make, and that's why we're sitting in the green chair. We have so many folks here with us today.